Hello and welcome everyone. Today we are going to make a fun little ho 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 Disney style decoration. It's going to be a little hanging sign and I'm going to make it out of felt and some ribbon. So what I got is, of course I have it upside down for you guys. Let's turn it back around here. So I just found, I've done felt Mickey heads before for ornaments and a little garland and things. So I had this little pattern sitting around. So basically it's just a Mickey head shape on a piece of cardstock. And then I went and found a clip art of a letter H and cut it out, and I did it on paper. I should have done it on cardstock, but so if you do it, you might want to do it on cardstock just to make it a little easier on yourself. So what I'm going to do is ho ho ho, and I'm going to stuff them. So what I decided to do is I want to do the green and red back and forth. So I don't have it all cut out here yet, but this is what I'm going to go for. And I'm going to cut 2 pieces for each letter. So 2 green H's here, 2 red H's here, and 2 green H's here, 2 red Mickey heads, 2 green Mickey heads, and 2 red Mickey heads. So altogether 4 Mickey heads in red, 2 in green, 4 H's in green, 2 H's in red. You can do it whatever colors you want. I almost added white, but I decided to stick with the red and green. You could do all one color, you could do different colors. It's totally up to you how you want to do it. And then when I have them all sewn and everything, I'm going to add some decorations to them and add the ribbon to the backs to make it something I can hang up. So to start with, you want to get your felt and trace your pieces and cut them out, and then we're going to sew them. So I have one already started, and I'm just using a blanket stitch to close it up. As you can see, I started here all the way around the ear. Once I got to about here, I started stuffing it so I could get this ear done with some room, and then I stuffed some in here. I still need to stuff some more in here, and now that I'm getting close to closing it off, I'm gonna start doing that. I'll just show you. Blanket stitch is, I've already got my thread going. I'm going down, and then when I come back up, I'm going to get this loop and hook it through and then pull it tight and then continue to do that all the way around. Really simple. You could also totally, if you didn't want to sew or you didn't know how to sew or didn't have the thread to do this, and I'm using floss to do this in the corresponding colors is what I'm going to do this time. You could totally hot glue this. You could, do the same thing, just hot glue it up until the point where you need to stuff it, and then glue it closed. If you want to do it a little faster or a little easier, that's totally up to you. I like the way that the stitching holds it and it looks in the end, so that's why I decided to do that. So I am going to get all, and I stuffed it with some fiberfill like this. I'm gonna get all of mine stitched, cut, stitched, and stuffed, and come back to you when I'm ready to decorate. Okay, so I got all of my felt letters and Mickey heads stuffed and sewn, and as you can see, I ended up doing just 1 H and 1 Mickey head in green, because as I got ready to do another H, I realized that I didn't have enough green or the same color green, so I just decided let's just do red. So now I'm getting ready to decorate them before I put them together. This one I already did. I just glued on some snowflake sequins. It came out of a little pack like this. Oops, just lost that. I think I got these at Michael's last year. I also am going to stick on my red ones, these little puffy trees. I think I got these in the sticker section. They're a little bit thicker, you can see. I'm going to use some hot glue. They're adhesive, but I'm going to use some hot glue to stick them down just in case. You can hot glue the snowflake sequins too, but it might be a little easier. I'm going to try tacky glue so I don't have so much stringy mess on the felt, because the felt does like to grab the stringies. So I'm going to put those all over the heads and some on. These are not stuck yet, they're just laying on there. I'm going to decorate all of those up and add the trees. So I'm going to do that and then I will come back. And you can decorate these however you want. You don't have to do this. You could not decorate them at all. You could add bows if you wanted to make these in like minis. You could add like some, I don't have any over here, like these little plastic type snowflakes. You could add little flowers. You know, there's all kinds of things. You can decorate these any way you want. So this is just how I decided to do them. And one of the reasons I decided to do that is because the ribbon that I'm going to attach them together with has snowflakes. So I thought that'd be a really cute way to make them work together. So let me get all the snowflakes and the trees glued on and I'll come back. So I got all of my pieces decorated with the little sequins. Tacky glue is definitely a little easier because even if you get glue around or on top of, it dries clear so you can't see it. So does the hot glue, but you know, it leaves the little stringies behind. But I did use a hair dryer to help with those a little bit and that worked too, so you can do whatever you like. So with my ribbon, I cut these in 5 pieces, or sorry, I cut them in 5 inches. And I'm gonna start out by gluing one of the 5-inch pieces to the back of my H like this, just like that. I'm gonna hot glue it right there so that it will come down like this. So this would be the bottom of the H. So when you look at your letters, you wanna make sure that's the bottom. And then I will do the same with this H and make sure the top, whichever end I want to be the top, at the back of here. And then with the next piece, I'll just hot glue that on there and the same thing all the way down. So I'll do that now. Okay, so I have all of my H's hooked together. So the next step is to get the Mickey head O's together. So I already put one ribbon on here, one ribbon on here, and then the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay these next to each other and figure out where I need it to line up. So see, I have it lined up just like that. So I am just going to just hold there and just put a little thin strip of hot glue down like that. Make sure it's laying down flat. And then line it right up with each, like that, and then just press it on. And then I'm just gonna flip it over, press it down a little bit. It's nice and stuck. So now we got that lined up, and I'm gonna do the same thing for this one. So make sure we have it nice and straight. Same thing, just a strip of hot glue. Just like that, and then press it down. So, we got those all lined up. Now, to do the top, I am actually going to take 2 more pieces of ribbon and glue them to the back of the top, H and O, and then I'm going to glue them around. I have this fat popsicle stick that's in green, and I'm going to glue this to this popsicle stick like this, and then I'll glue it to the back of that. Let's try to decide if I want to wrap it around. I might go ahead and wrap it around just like that. And then I'm going to decorate this with a ribbon, a fatter ribbon. Which I don't think I will wrap it around. I think I'm just going to leave it. So with this, you want to make sure, I'm just going to move this, that they're the right width apart. So actually, I'm going to go ahead and glue this part on first. So I'm just going to put some glue here. This. I think I just need to straighten this edge out a little bit. Okay, and then this one, so we're gonna, actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and do, let me see, where we want this to end up. Kind of using the edge of my table to make sure I have my popsicle stick straight. Sorry if you can't see that. Looks pretty straight to me, so I'm just going to go ahead and glue this down to my popsicle stick. So now that I have that together like that, I'm gonna just figure out how much of this needs to be under there, just like we did before. So right about here, put a little bit of glue, then we'll stick it down. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is I have an 8-inch piece of ribbon here that I am going to hot glue to the back, kind of in a continuous looking bit here, right to the back of the popsicle stick. And then I'm going to twist it so that I'm still showing the snowflakes towards the front and hot glue just like that, right in the same spots as the other. And that's going to be the loop that holds it up when you hang it. So a little glue here, that. Other side. Let that dry for a minute while I go get some ribbon to make a bow across here. Alright, so now we're going to add a bow, and the the way I made this was I just cut ribbon and hot glued the ends together, and I did it in 4 different sizes. The first little one here is 8 inches, this one's 10, this one's 12, and this is 14. And then I stuck them all together, and what I'm going to do is just hot glue that down and then hot glue a little snowflake in the middle. And then it'll be all done. And I'll hang it up and show you when I'm finished. So here is the finished product. I think it turned out really cute. It's a really simple, easy thing to do to add a little Disney to your decor for Christmas time. If you enjoyed this video, you'll like, subscribe, and come back again and see what other fun crafts I make in the next few weeks. I have lots of Christmas crafts planned, so come on back and check them out. Thanks for watching, everyone. Goodbye.